Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, out trying to find my own personal Gandalf the Grey in another bug-filled episode of Rimworld. And yeah, I know there are a lot of bugs here, and maybe I should have made a Johnny Rico joke at the beginning of the episode, but it really seems more appropriate to go for the Mines of Moria reference, because this is the danger that you're going to run into when you build your Rimworld base underground. You delve too deeply into the depths of Moria, and occasionally you're going to have to call in a local wizard to exterminate your Balrogs. It's going to happen. He'll show up with his wizarding staff and his big pointy hat, and he'll be all like, "Yep, there's a problem right there. You got a real infestation going. All y'all done delved way too deep down into the depths, and you've broken through the barrier to Udun. Now them Balrogs is all crawling up your mine shafts. It's, going to be a pretty costly fix, I'm afraid, especially if they done built up some nests in the walls. Probably run you 10-15 grand minimum to go ahead and get them dug on out of there. I'll just leave them a quote here on the table with this invoice for the inspection, and if and when y'all decide you've had enough fiery bat-winged demons are roaming around your house, y'all go ahead and give me a call. We'll come on down and take care of them for you." And don't ask me why the local wizard sounds for our Rimworld colony like he's from Montgomery, Alabama, instead of like Delford, Shropshire, or wherever it is that British people are from that isn't London. I don't know. In rural Britain, it's always like Somethingford in Somethingshire. Oh, it's Wayford, Lincolnshire, or Dungford, Yorkshire, or Shireford, Shire, whatever. It's always a ford in a shire. What are we going to do about this problem, however? Well, we have a pretty simple fix for this. We're going to grab everybody. Everybody's drafted. We're going to take them outside, and we're going to post them up over here where it's, basically more or less safe. With the exception of our best shooter, who in this case, you know what, Svegard? The last time we had an infestation, if I recall, Svegard was instrumental in whooping shit out of them. "Yep, old Svegard, I'm basically your on-duty wizard here. You got yourselves a real infestation problem. Your Svegard, he'll fix it right on up." So really the neat trick here is going to be to get this door open without getting Svegard completely chewed apart. It's going to be a bit of a difficult task. Get door. Go. Svegard, run! Okay, he's already bitten. This is terrible. Run, Svegard. You gotta run, dude. Haul ass. Svegard, you gotta go, man. Okay, only minor bug chasing. This is good, but Svegard got badly bitten. How bad off are you, Svegard? You're bleeding at 42% per day. That's real bad. All right, I think we're gonna need a pair of shooters for this. Crusty, I need you up here too. So Svegard, I want you to hear. Crusty, I want you posted up right next to Svegard. We're gonna form. Rick the Mule is. Oh, for a minute there, I thought Rick was going in. Damn it, Rick. For a minute there, I thought you were gonna be the brave man that we needed, and then you fucking pussied out. Rick, you chicken shit piece of garbage. All right, Crusty, I really kind of want you to go down. Svegard will cover you. Don't worry. Svegard's got you covered. I know there's an infestation. Could you stop bouncing over here? Crusty, go. Take some shots, Bo. There it is. Now run like hell. Oh, Crusty, you gotta run like hell, Bo. No, Crusty, you're not running. Run, Crusty. Svegard, save me! Oh, God. Okay, everybody run. We need this door held open, too. Guys, go. Gotta run like hell. Go. Get the hell out of here, man. They're coming for us. They've tasted blood, and now they're hungry. Start shooting. There we go. That actually worked pretty well. Crusty, get over here and see if you can fire through this door. Oh, seriously, though, I need Crusty. What if we have Crusty? Can he fight? Now, don't shoot the air conditioner, guys. What the hell's wrong with you? All right, Crusty. I guess we were thinking Svegard was the key to victory, but look at Crusty with the dead blazing accuracy. Crusty, though, you got to run, man. He's right on your tail. Why won't they follow us outside? Oh, the trade caravan is leaving. Now, in my hour of need, you choose to leave? Bunch of scumbags is what you are. Look at Crusty with this assault rifle, though. Yeah, you don't need no Balrog there for old Crusty Cornelius. You just got to give me a little old assault rifle and turn me loose, Pete. Look at me rock this sumbitch. You want a southern voice down here, go ahead and kill the shit out of your enemies. Crusty Cornelius is the man for you, Pete. Crusty's not even doing any collateral damage with stray bullets. This thing has got to be dead. All right, it's going to say Crusty has blown the holy living shit out of it. Okay, run, Crusty. Don't get bit by a small one. That would just be fucking embarrassing. Turkey, if you want to wander into our house, I mean, you're the one exposing yourself to a potential den of iniquity and doom, but, that's your risk to take, really. Crusty, you should probably run. Okay, everybody better open up on this Mega Scarab. None of you hit it except Crusty. We've got a damn firing squad up here. And Crusty is the only one who can... You guys, who has a major break risk? Crusty is actually really upset. He's probably upset at the missed shots, if anything else. He's just like, please, guys, come on. That's pathetic performance. Okay, don't shoot the high-tech research bench, though, Crusty. That thing's expensive and difficult to repair. You want to shoot some stuff, like literally anything else would be fine. Man, this infestation is huge, though. We still got a lot of stuff to kill in order to get out of this. Run, run, Crusty, run. Don't stop running either. Don't stop running away from scarabs. Don't stop. They're gonna chew out your eyes. Did he stop? Oh, the scarab stopped. Well, that was nice of him. Then he shot in the head and killed. Oh, don't shoot the multi-analyzer, Crusty. That thing cost a fortune. Oh, Crusty got bit by a Mega Scarab. Run, Crusty. Run, Doe. Run, though, run. Why is it that our firing squad can't do shit? The Mega Scarabs come outside and these guys are just like, nah, we can't hit a fucking thing. We're just gonna be over here firing wildly and basically chewing up terrain with bullets. Somebody accidentally shot Rick, too, I see. It's good work. Honestly, a little friendly fire incident with Rick. I don't think anybody's gonna be too heartbroken about that. That mule. He's kind of an asshat. I don't think this guy's gonna follow you all the way out the door, Crusty. If you could kite him outside, it'd be beautiful. Oh, Krusty's got a shot. He gets the hit. Keep him busy, Crusty. I don't care if you shoot up the table. That's fine. Just don't shoot up anything expensive. You want to shoot the table, you can do that. Crusty is a deadeye with this assault rifle. One man takes him down by himself. This is why Crusty Cornelius is our only surviving colonist, and why we threw away the lives of like a dozen people to make sure that Crusty survived. There's a reason this playthrough is all about Crusty Cornelius. He's the greatest man who's ever lived. And the greatest man who's ever run away from a Mega Scarab. You want some of me, Mega Scarab? Oh. I'll stop and take a shot at you there, Spielepede. Well, I missed wildly, but... Run, Crusty, run. Oh, we cut that one real close. Dangerously close, in fact. Throw him outside, Crusty. You gotta get a hit here. You want to put a spare round into that turkey? I mean, Thanksgiving is coming, and we could use the meat. This way we don't have to... I don't have to eat bugs for Thanksgiving, Crusty. Save me from having to eat Spielepede for Thanksgiving dinner. That's all I ask. That and that you kill the Spielepede. Well, it's got to be almost dead. We've had a team standing outside in the foggy rain for almost a whole day. Crusty and Svegard, I'd like to point out, are both injured and bleeding while we're doing all this, but we can't afford to have anyone other than Crusty come in here and deal with this. This is a Crusty Cornelius problem. You got a big problem, you need big solutions, and Crusty Cornelius is that solution. Also, Crusty, run. God damn it, Crusty. You cut it too close, Bo. Okay, he's right on your ass, Crusty. Keep running. Take cover behind the pillar of safety. Nope. All right, he's doubling back. That's fine, Crusty. You got this. Just warm him up. Just reintroduce yourself. If he wants to fall back all the way down the hall, it doesn't look like he's ever going to move again. He's just going to stand there. Let old Crusty Cornelius drill that devil in the ass. I kind of think he maybe likes it. Oh, Krusty's drilling him right in the ass, too. Krusty's assault rifle is lights out. All right, so once again, thanks, by the way, rest of you guys, for all the hard work. You've done fantastic service for your colony. With the exception, you know what, Svegard? You get bygones. You did do, actually, good service for the colony. Cervexa, it's time for you to earn your keep. You're going to be drafted, and I would like for you to go beat to death all of these Mega Scarabs. You got a sword out there. Start beating to death. Krusty's going to grab a quick lunch, and then it's off to the hospital. We can unforbid this jelly. Many of our colonists are hungry, and that jelly will constitute a fine meal for several of them. Melee attack that mega spider until it's dead. And then we're probably going to wind up eating these mega scarabs. Or, if nothing else, we could make... You know, we could make them into kibble. We have a butcher's table, right? Do we need kibble? We don't really... I mean, will Rick, will you eat kibble? Will Rick eat kibble? He will. You know what? I think we take the mega scarabs and make them all into kibble. So, we do need to store them, which is fine. One thing we're going to do... All right, let's ban insect meat from our details of our simple meal here. Meat, no insects. That's going to be the one rule. Insect meat is now off the menu. But what will we allow them to do? We will allow people to make kibble. Actually, let's add a bill to make kibble. Do we want to... No, we don't want to make kibble before we butcher creatures, but... And we will do this, let's say... do until you have... I don't know, like... What? How many? Do until you have... Let's just go with 300. That's a pretty healthy supply of kibble. Raw food, what is allowed? Will allow any kind of vegetable, but the only meat that is allowed is insect meat. Any of the vegetarian or other animal products or hay is fine. It's just, you gotta have meat involved in that, and the only meat we want to allow is gonna be insect meat. So there we go. We got a kibble making bill. Major break risk. Got a couple people who are real upset. We should also probably unfreeze these doors. What's going on here, though? Is this door destroyed? There is no door there. Well, we should definitely rebuild our door. You can't really... You know what? No, I'm not going to do an auto door. Those take components. The hell with components. I'm not wasting components on an auto door. Didn't I buy components from a trader? Why are they just sitting out here in the sun? Along with this gold. Somebody should haul that stuff. Major break risk. Alaska and the crew are going to be around doing a little cleaning and repair duty. Who's on research? Crusty is our primary researcher. Alaska, how's your research skill? Nowhere near as good as Krusty's, actually. I really don't want anybody but Crusty doing research. He's got a 17. Sure, Crusty is hurt. Also, Cervexa, I'm sorry I left you drafted and standing in the hallway. But I've got so many colonists now, I kind of occasionally just forget that you're there. So people are going to come up and eat this insect jelly. Oh, crap! We didn't bust up these hives. Cervexa, when you're done eating, I mean, I got another job for you. Consuming some insect jelly? No, stop that. Melee attack these hives. I don't want them respawning. The additional jelly that they spawn is useful, because it does make fantastic meals. People love that insect jelly. I love me some of that jelly, Pete. Tastes just like the best strawberry jam. It's like Ma's homemade strawberry preserves. Except, you know, it came from a bug's butt. Svergard, how come you're not in the hospital, man? Where's your wound? Festering, probably? A bite from a mega scarab. You're bleeding at 41% per day. Yeah, you should maybe see to that. Lynx, you're taking up a hospital bed so you can have your gut worms treated. That's just bullshit. Let a real warrior have that hospital bed. What did you do to earn it, Lynx? Absolutely fuck all nothing, that's what. Is anybody... how's our hop storage? We got 21 hops in here. It's not refrigerated. Spoils in a season. Are these brewing beer? Fermenting barrel. Contains no wort. How come our hops are not growing at a faster rate? If we really want to get some beer production up, maybe after we harvest our next plop of medicine. How many herbal? We have 28 herbal medicine. That's actually pretty good. After we harvest this next crop of herbal medicine, I think we'll switch this over. And you know what? In fact, we can do this now. The heal root will continue to grow, and we'll just swap it to hop plants after that's finished. Svergard has taken the hospital bed. Crusty the clerk is fully healed. Fantastic. Now all we got to do is get this dump cleaned up. Pittman, Isamu, Lynx, you guys should be doing a little scrubbing here. The place is looking mighty filthy. Mighty filthy. Meanwhile, Toon and Min are just throwing a little love connection there. Cervexa, I thought I gave you a room. Which bed is this? Well, that's Svegard's bed. Samu and Pittman. I guess Cervexa sleeps in this room all by herself. How come nobody's using this bed? Oh, because that's Lynx's bed. We got more colonists and we got beds. Disease, infection. Svegard has gotten sick from infection. The infection is in his right foot. Well, he should get reasonable treatment. Toon? As soon as Toon gets out of bed, he's quote-unquote sleeping. Alaska is trying to harvest our heal root and failing miserably. Svegard's grabbing a meal. Now, go back to the hospital so that Toon, once he finishes fucking pitching horseshoes, can come and heal you. And finally, we have done it. We can... Oh, powered armor. Neat. Charge shot. What does this do? Allows us to build charge rifles. Ground penetrating scanner. Allows us to build ground penetrating scanners that can detect drillable resources deep under the surface. Interesting. I think we got to go for component assembly, though, because I know our craft is going to take a ton of components, and currently we have, like, what, 9? We have 9 components plus, what, how many do we have on the ground? 12 out here, which, by the way, are still not hauled, I'd like to point out. And if we are going to build our ship and get ourselves off of the Rimworld, we're going to need more components, so we might as well start now. We have plenty of steel, which is what you use to manufacture components. Ample supplies of steel, baby. Also, I can't help but notice we still don't have a door. It's getting real. Svegard, how's your infection going? Minor infection. It's been treated just poorly. You're at minor and you're already at 27%. Svegard's gonna be fine. Alternatively, we could just cut his foot off. It wouldn't be the first time the man has lost a limb. That's a familiar pain for him. We have plenty of medicine too, right? We got 47 herbal medicine. That's a pretty good supply. We got plenty of meat in the freezer. Old colony's looking good here. Rick's wandering around, still in perfect health. There is an animal skeleton down here, which I suppose is a little unpleasant. Why are these animals... Okay. These animals keep eating my crops, and it's really starting to piss me off. Every time I try and grow crops, 8 trillion animals come in here and start eating my shit. That's it. I think it's a murder spree. The problem is, we don't even really have anywhere to put these animals once we've murdered them. I'm tired of you scumbag animals coming in here and helping yourselves to free meals, though. We're going to throw a mining order at that. Krusty's going to come in here and make our freezer bigger. And I'm making this freezer bigger just for you, animals. This is exclusively for you. How are we doing on simple meals? We have 9. So we're not really making a whole lot of progress in the simple meal department. I had hoped we would get, like, ahead of the curve, and that maybe we would cook faster than we're eating, but our positive meal... our meal balance is not, it's not where I want it to be. We're not making as many as we're eating, or we're making almost exactly the same number that we're eating. We're not really gaining ground. Like, when everybody gets up, they're going to go want to eat, and that's 9 meals, bam, just gone. Lynx is doing a little night chefing. That's good work. Who's starving? Crusty is starving. He'll eat when he gets up, it's fine. Lynx is trying to get ahead of the curve. She's pulling the night shift here, trying to whip up meals for this hungry crew come morning. She's like a line cook at a Denny's. Yeah, I have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and whip up fucking pancakes. Our solar generator is broken down. Crusty immediately with the fix, though. Well, sort of. How many components are you going to waste here, Crusty? More than I'm comfortable with. Yeah, you damn sure better go bust some rocks into mine. Rick is in our freezer eating our kibble. Well, at least he's eating kibble. As opposed to, he used to eat all of our meals. The fact that we've got a ready supply of kibble now, he eats that. I'd really rather zone a place for Rick's kibble and just be like, hey, Rick, why don't you come over here and eat the kibble in the kibble spot and keep your disgustingly filthy ass out of my refrigerator? Because you know Rick is an uncontrollable monster. This guy has proven over and over again that he's more of a liability to the colony than an asset. Can we haul these? Yeah, okay. But he's proven over and over that Rick is nothing but a liability to the colony, really. He's eating us out of house and home. You know he's pooping in a freezer. Rick has no sense of compunction or comportment whatsoever. He'd be just like, oh, I'm in the freezer, I'm going to drop a deuce. He is a stupid animal, sure, but he's not even house-trained, man, and we can't let him in a place where we store our food. That's just gross. Severe illness. Oh, Svegard, are you not getting better? You have extreme infection. You know, it's touch and go here with Svegard. He's 94%. Maybe we should have given Svegard a little bit of medicine. He's closing in on it. 96. 97. Come on, Svegard. You can pull through. I got faith in you. You're the one-armed man. 99. Okay. He developed immunity in the 11th hour. Alternatively, we're about to cut off his right foot, and then the man would have had one arm and one foot. Good God, there'll be nothing left of him to launch into space. On the plus side, you know, getting into space is all about mass conservation. Having one fewer arm and one fewer foot, I mean, a blight has destroyed our crops. Well, that's not going to do anything but piss off the animals that were up here eating said crops. And you know what? Speaking of animals eating our crops, Crusty, you're consuming a simple meal. When you're done, I understand you want to do research, and I'm inclined to let you do that. Who's somebody doing something not useful? Lynx is currently relaxing socially and has a gun. Guess what? You're going to come out here and start killing all the animals. So this hare, it's got to die. Maybe don't shoot Pitman or the solar generator. Hey, did you get the rabbit? Good. I'm just going to issue hunting orders on all of this stuff. All of this garbage that's in my... You're in my crops. This is... Yeah, poaching in on my territory there, coming in, eating all my food. Yeah, well, Crusty Cornelius has done straight up had enough of that shit. All these animals gotta die. They gotta die so we can live. There is a... except for you, Tortoise. You can, I guess, eat my rice, even though I don't really like that. Squirrel, you gotta die, though. Okay, Lynx, I'm gonna undraft you. You are a designated hunter, I believe. Don't accidentally shoot the boom rat, though, anybody. I don't need that. I don't need that to happen. I don't want an accidental boom rat fire. The boom rat's up there. It's like drinking our beer and shit. Right, people are starting to hunt. There's gonna be so many animal corpses in our base. It's not even funny. Where were you guys going? Oh, are you going up there to build that wall? They did build the wall already. Blight destroyed our crops, got a psychic drone. Every colonist of the male gender is going to wince in pain. Wincing in pain or wincing in pleasure, because I can't help but notice that Toon is once again in the sack with the beloved and beautiful Min. He's only going to be wincing in shattering orgasmic bliss. You can probably unforbid that insect jelly. A hare self-tamed. Is it one that we had marked for hunting? No, it's a rabbit that actually lives outside of our base. Well, we're going to slaughter it. Pete, how come you're not raising hares? We don't need to raise food animals. We have enough animals eating our crops now. We don't need to deliberately go out of our way to try and find some animals to raise. We've got an entire menagerie of dead animals here in the old freezer already. I'm having to... That boom rat is eating the regular rat. That's some... Stop rat-on-rat violence, boom rat. That's not cool, bro. Rat-on-rat violence, man. Hashtag all rat lives matter. There's a timber wolf in our base. Well, we might as well mark him for hunting, too, because, I don't know, what's he going to do? Eat the boom rat and start an out-of-control fire, probably. Toon is shooting a turkey. Everybody's down with that Thanksgiving turkey. And this should at least keep our plants slightly safe for a tiny amount of time from the ravening horde of animals that keep showing up to eat them, except for this tortoise. Tortoise, you get fed. Tortoise's egg progress is stopped until fertilized. You know what that means? She needs a male tortoise. That's what it means. She's out there trolling for tortoise dick? You go, girl. Put yourself out there. If you sexy, if you got it, then flaunt it, baby. If you freaky, then own it. If there's a timber wolf charging at you, you should get drafted and run like hell. Get in the base. Pull the timber wolf into where the... Okay, you guys are undrafted. Pull the timber wolf into where the turrets are, though. Let the turrets do the work, guys. Sing it with me. Let the turrets do the work. See how much easier it is when you just let the turrets do the work? Rearmed. That trap did some work, too, there. Credit to the trap. We don't want to, we want to diminish anybody's contributions. We want to make sure everybody gets credit. We should probably also smooth these floors, because these rooms have to be really ugly. They're probably ugly. Okay, so smooth this floor out. Smooth this floor out. And is there any floor in here that's also not smooth? Yeah, most of it, in fact. So smooth all of that. That's a lot of floor smoothing to do. And once that's finished, you know what? Let's get some plants going in here. Let's take a little sandstone block, build a nice potted plant. You know what? Let's get you a sandstone bedside stool as well, next to the plant. And you guys could probably use a little light in your lives. So let's get some sun lamps here. We're not regular sun lamps, but rather just standing lamps. Do those take components? Nope, just steel. Good. And speaking of steel, we are going to need to run some conduit down here, which is fine. Just drag that down to here and over across to here. Should be good then, and these bedrooms are going to be much more chipper places in very short order. Cervexa, your room is looking a little plain as well. Let's give you a sandstone plant pot, sandstone stool, and a standing lamp too, because, you know, everybody likes to be able to see in their room. Nobody wants to stagger around in the dark all the damn time, stubbing their toe on the foot of the bed. That shit sucks. Be like, oh, fuck, man, every morning I get up, just break my goddamn toe. Starting every day off on the wrong foot. So no wonder she's grouchy. We got a lot of floor smoothing to do, and smoothing the floor does take an enormously long amount of time. We could tile the floor as well. There's a heat wave going on. We're not really worried about that. We've got an abundance of cooler action, and we do live in a subterranean base where it's a pretty much steady 70 degrees. It's pretty difficult to raise the temperature in our base, which is both to our benefit and our detriment, since plan roast the bugs didn't actually work out that well, but it's okay. Svegard, you have nothing to do, huh? You're just wandering. Well, that's not technically idle. That's Svegard enjoying some joy time. Just let him have a bit of a wander. See, now that he's done wandering, he's gonna go back to wandering. Well, that should be good for his joy, right? Yeah, tons of joy. See, he's in a much better mood. Alcohol withdrawal has got him a little bit bummed out. I'm feeling shaky. Everything pisses me off. I keep thinking of drinking. What happened to all of our beer? Did you drink it all? Is there some way we could ferment this meat into beer? Can we get some kind of beef-based liquor? We have a lot of meat in a refrigerator. I feel like a beef-based liquor would be the solution to everybody's problem. Also, hair. You're getting hunted. I'm going to have to start killing animals and just leaving them outside to rot for a lack of a place to store the animals. I do like the fact that Rick really does focus our kibble well. And once again, our animal handler has failed to train Rick because I'm beginning to wonder if Rick isn't maybe like a special needs mule. He's got like a learning disability, does Rick. He's incapable of being taught for whatever reason. And it's not that he's stupid, it's just that he's really, 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 really bad at exams. He's just like, oh, every time there's a test, and I'll be like, oh, I gotta see whether or not I remember what my trainer has taught me. Just like, fuck, the pressure got to me, I mucked it again. I knew the answers, man. Last night when I did the quiz at home, I was like, when he says sit, you just sit. And then when he says roll over, you roll over. And then he came down time, and I was in front of the instructor. The instructor was like, roll over, and I sat. And then he was like, sit, and then I barked. Even though I'm a mule, and that doesn't make a fucking lick of sense. Min immediately took our hops and made it into wort. This I can appreciate. So how's our little hydroponic enterprise going here? Stuff in the hydroponics lab does grow at a furious rate, 152% of the normal speed. That's pretty quick. A hunter lacks a ranged weapon. Ooh. Svegard, what'd you do with your gun? Where did Svegard put his gun, though? I mean, I know he had one at some point. You had a heavy SMG, did you not, Svegard? Where'd you put it? What happened to your gun? Did you drop it? If so, where the hell did you leave it? You had it during the raid, Svegard. I saw you wielding it. Where did you leave your gun? Hunter lacks a ranged weapon. Where the hell did it go? We got two shotguns over here. Maybe it broke? I can't imagine it would have just broke, though. It was in fairly good shape. It is not in storage anywhere. Did you leave it outside or something? No, and we've got our IED incendiaries here also protecting our wall. What did you do with your guns, Svegard? It is nowhere to be found. Well then, I guess we'll have to call in Benedict Cumberbatch and Martin Freeman to try and solve the case of the missing gun, but I thought we had... Where's our other... Somebody else pick it up, maybe? Pittman? No? He's got our other assault rifle. Isamu? He has a machine pistol, but that's... No, we had a heavy SMG. What did you do with it, Svegard? He's lost it somewhere. All right, well, Svegard, you're a piece of shit, losing valuable equipment. I guess it's a pump shotgun for you henceforth until some more raiders show up and we can murder them and take their weapons. Or alternatively, I suppose we could, instead of murdering them and taking their weapons, we could build some weapons. We do have the ability to do that. Although I don't really want to waste components. One thing we do need to do before I get out of this episode and forget, we need to add a bill to smelt metal from slag so we can start building up our steel stockpile. And I'm going to go ahead and designate the power on the smelter. We haven't had any power issues in quite a long time, and this will give some of our less, let's say, less industrious colonists something to do. What did you do with that gun, though, Svegard? It's eating at me. What did you do with it? I guess it must have broken? It must be broken. It must have broke. All right, well, that's the mystery of the missing gun solved, I guess. And also the mystery of this episode being solved. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot to us. And if y'all need a little bit of your own wizard action to come and get the Balrogs out of your base, you just give us all a little old call by subscribing. Right now, thanks very much for watching. I gotta head on over to the, the Lonely Mountain there. Here they got a dragon infestation over to the Lonely Mountain, and, oh, son of a bitch, we're gonna have to offer safety. Reka La Quinta calls you from nearby. She's being chased by pirates from the Pain Army. She begs for safety and offers to join your colony. She's 21 years old. I don't want a 10th colonist, so you know what? No. I would love to kill your pirates, Reka, if only I could just, let you go afterwards. I'd be happy to help you with your pirate problem. Yeah, old pirate infestation, why, that ain't nothing compared to the whole, dragon thing they got going down to the Lonely Mountain. But, well, you know what? I think we're just going to take ourselves a little old bit of research here on this crypto sleep casket. And once that's done, then we're on the way out. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all call again now, you hear? I'll see you again soon.